I'm Christina, and I live with my boyfriend. It's been pretty cool. At the same time, it's some change. Some change that you go through. And I'm 19, so I'm definitely going to have to be an adult. So, I'm going to have to grow into what I was once a baby, a 19-year-old, and then I get older and older. It's going to take a while to get used to this, but adults have to realize that they're adults. And, they're going to grow up one day and get used to that. And I think that most likely when you haven't been used to all that and you're used to living at home with your parents, having everything taken care of for you, not taking care of yourself, which I think I'm still I want that to happen now. I think that in the end, you have to realize you can make a decision for yourself to take care of yourself, and make sure that, it's not, even if it's not going to be easy, you have to say, you can do it. You can make sure that even if it's hard, that's really what you're going to be doing as an adult. And if it's going to be hard at first, you keep doing it and keep doing it, and it gets easier. Trust me, it gets easier over time, not just overnight, but over time. And I think it's really important that we all, realize we go through changes in life that are not easy. They're not easy. I mean, I think most of them are, suspicious. Like, why do I have to make this change? I don't see how it makes sense. I don't see what's going to happen. Fear of the unknown, I do know that I'm capable of my own choices. They could be bad choices. Yes, they could. Be very bad choices. Can they be good? Yeah, they can be good. Really? It's my decision to grow up. And, being an adult doesn't mean just being who you are as your little self. I think I'm still feel little now, as a little 12, 13 high schooler that had that mindset of, well, life is not too hard. I'm not going to have a job anytime soon, which I know that's not true now. I'm getting a job pretty soon, I suspect. At least I see that coming. I see that I'll hopefully get one, somewhere. I think Domino's is coming up. Yeah, and I do feel like I'm not ready for a change, overnight. And if you're not ready for it, it's okay. It doesn't mean you can just say that you can continue to be like, I'm not going to change. To realize that, you're going to change one day. You're going to have to tell yourself that it's not going to be something you're going to keep doing. You're not going to keep doing all this that you've been used to doing. If you want to lay in bed all day, if you want to just sit on the couch and watch TV, if you want to just rely on somebody else to just make you feel better, make you comforted, that's good that you have those people to do that, and that you have that kind of stress taken away. At the moment it is, but adults are adults. They're not kids, and they're not supposed to be kids mentally. I think they're supposed to be adults. When they turned adults, they're supposed to be an adult, and there's no more kid in your life. I mean, there's going to be some kid part of you, which I think can be a cute part of you. I think I might have a kid part of me sometimes, which I show. I think I have it. It doesn't mean that I can't be an adult. And being an adult means that you definitely have to leave behind your kid actions. Your kid, you have a lot of kid beliefs that are not going to be adult beliefs. Your kid beliefs are, well, this doesn't make sense. And an adult belief is, it doesn't make sense either. But, I have to do it as an adult. And then it makes more sense when, you see how it comes. You see how it comes that you make money, that you're getting your own job, and that you're taking care of yourself. And, you're not telling yourself that it's all going to be easy. You're telling yourself it's mostly going to be your life. And life is not going to be easy. I think a lot of times, you want to tell yourself it's going to be easy, and it's not. It's not. I can tell you that. But once you admit that it's not going to be easy, it shows you that you can be aware of what's coming up. You don't know what it is, but, how to handle it, how to deal with it. And you might not know how to at the moment. I think sometimes I've not known how to at the moment. Maybe I have known how to, and I think it's really been, a struggle that I've not known how to. But, you've got to keep on pushing hard and trying and trying. If you're going to try hard to not have those impulses to do things. You have impulses all the time to do this and this and this. That's not an adult, which I think I'm doing now. I think I'm doing a lot of kid laughing, which I don't think is who I should be as a 19-year-old. And once I grow on to be an adult that's, matured over time. But, I think it's positive to say that you're only gonna tell yourself this that's gonna help you in the long run is it's not gonna help you to keep staying in childlike states, childlike things that you do, being like a child, relying on somebody just to take care of you and take care of all your stuff, make all your food, make everything for you, and buy you stuff, which I think feels good in the first place when you know that they love you. They love you, and they'll buy stuff for you, but that doesn't mean really that you shouldn't do it yourself, because you have the right and responsibility to give yourself what you need. It doesn't mean that, I think sometimes, you're giving yourself not just what you need, but you're just giving yourself responsibility that I think doesn't just come right away from, it doesn't come right away from just like telling yourself that you can do it. But responsibility is responsibility for yourself and you. Not someone else, not this person, not the person who's even important to me, the love of my life. I think that's, important a lot, but, it's not what you're going to rely on forever. Forever you're going to rely on yourself to grow up and be who you've developed to be, and, you can be proud of what you are now, but, down the road, it's going to be blocks and blocks and blocks. You're going to fall sometimes. You've got to get up, but you have to realize that that's what life is. And I think I realize that right now, kind of slightly, that as an adult, I'm not gonna easily fall into taking care of myself and doing everything as an adult. I'm gonna have to take care of myself and, have all these responsibilities, but to realize it's a change that you're gonna make to grow into all these adult things that you weren't used to. And, I think becoming an adult just means you're gonna have to push yourself harder than you've ever been before. But basically, I think you learn. I think there's a lot of things that go along with it. And it's not easy, but you're gonna have to do it just to make this phase in your life and make yourself more independent and ready for anything that comes by. I think what's been coming by, anytime in your life, and especially right now as an adult. For me, at 19, because that's only, that's young, yes, but that's actually an adult. And things come by that, bring me down to the point where I'm like, I just want to give up. And I think that's not what you usually do when and truly you have to be an adult and take responsibility for whatever is bothering you, whatever's making you not want to do this and not want to go to school, not want to be nice to people. And I think I'm nice to people. You know, I'm not always going to want to be nice to people. I think a lot of times I want to just yell at them and tell them, well, you can't be doing this to me. You can't be telling me this. You're annoying me. You're, what you're doing is wrong, for me. And, it's going to want to keep on coming to me. But I think what I have to realize is, when things come by, you're not going to be fully expecting it, but you must expect it more and more every day. And I think you realize as an adult when the time comes and when you're fully and maturely an adult. Maturely, I don't mean physically and legally. I think legally, you're an adult and you're able to make the right decisions, your own decisions, because it's nothing that nobody can take rights away from you. At the same time, I think that adults would really have an adult mind that just keeps them constantly moving in life and getting out into this crazy world. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, and sometimes it's not so good. Sometimes it's bad. It's like, I don't want to run away. I want to just think that this life is not worth living. That's natural. I don't think it's an adult way to keep on letting yourself think that you're gonna just stop everything, throw the towel down, throw away everything that you have, and just wanna, I think you're gonna wanna many times say that you'd like to, not deal with life. You'd like to either just pretend it doesn't exist or maybe not even be alive, which I think can be hard for anybody not to want to be alive, and I think that's, sad. Life is a gift. No, it's not a fancy gift. It's a gift that, you're gonna have to realize that you need to embrace, no matter how hard it is. I think it's about you and really what you're gonna do, and you're gonna make decisions, lots of decisions, lots of them. If they're not easy, then you're gonna have struggles, and you're gonna say, these decisions are, you know, about what I'm going to do as an adult. They're not about really what I think are just like what I think I want to do myself, but it's really what I have to do, and I think I'll just have to become someone who's not living as a kid. I think living as a kid, it feels good in the first place. It feels like you're just your old sweet self. I think when you were a kid, it was fun. It was fun being a kid, running around with your friends, playing with people, playing on the playground, and I mean, that was good. That was a great time for me. At the same time, I think I'm not there now. I'm not supposed to be there now. I'm not supposed to be like a little kid playing outside with a bunch of other little kids, like we're just schooling around. I think, I have to be mature and show that I'm not the person that I once was as a kid. I'm changing. I'm going through changes, and it's crazy. It's hard. It's hard as you can say it is. Just learn. You're an adult. An adult life is going to be hard. Not easy, but you have to be an adult to realize that, and be an adult to, get through it, because you want to get through it. You want to get through everything that's been hard for you. So in the end, it's just your choice. I think right now it's very easy for me to say that I'm just ready to stay a kid and stay this little girl in my mind. Same time, I don't think it's going to work out for me for the long run. I don't think it is. If I'm not ready for it now, maybe I'm not ready for the changes, but I'm ready to take the actions, and just start being an adult, start doing what it takes to be an adult, and not say that I can't grow up. I have to grow up and have to make sure that I'm an adult mentally. So yeah, I think a lot of that was really, changing for me since yesterday. I think since the day before, it was hard to admit that, and the day before, I think I wanted to admit that, but it was hard for myself to really tell that it's going to be my life, that I have to be an adult. But I've admitted that now. As hard as it was to admit it, I think that just makes you even more calm, that you've come into acceptance that, it's being an adult, it's not being a child. And so since I've accepted that yesterday and today, I don't feel that it's, it's hard to be an adult. I feel that it is hard, but I feel it's less hard, accepting it and being ready for what's coming. So, yeah, and I think many times I've not trusted people, as a kid. Now, too. I don't trust people now. That's really me, I think. I mean, it depends. I've not trusted my parents sometimes. And a lot of the times I've wanted to just say, no, you can't tell me what to do. As a kid, they can, and, you're going to want to say that to them all the time. But still, I think as an adult, they just want to help you. They love you, and they're here for you. They've chosen for you to come into this life, not harm you in any way. I think they've given you opportunities, and as an adult now, I can say, well, no, I have my own decisions, but, they've got a lot of wisdom and insight that's going to help you in the long run. I think, it's not about them um, just telling you what to do. It's about them just giving you what you need, no matter what age you are. If you're an adult, you're making your own decisions, but your parents are definitely there to, help you out, and they're there for you. They are. I mean, it seems like they shouldn't be, when you're here living without them, that they shouldn't be, in your life, but they can be in your life to help you with this life now. Because this life now is not easy. It's hard. It's been, struggle for me. Same time, I'm glad I'm in this life, but it doesn't mean at all that I'm going to struggle. I'm going to struggle later, I think, and have regrets, and, I'm not going to feel good sometimes about this adult life, and I think that's really hard for me. A child would say, I don't want to handle that. An adult would say, I have to handle it, no matter what it takes. And I'm going to, even though it's hard, I'm going to. Adult would tell yourself it's not something you would just give up on or let bring you down. Life is life, but it's good. At the same time, it's not perfect. I think it's just, in my mind, trials, and they bring you to places that are good in the end, and you have to keep saying to yourself, this is normal. It's normal to have hard times where you don't want to even deal with anything. You want to just give up on, I might want to give up on school, on a job, on my relationships, with anybody. I want to give up on taking care of myself, and making sure that I'm acting appropriate and acting responsible. But I know that it's just going to really be something to get through. I mean, get through like, you never before. And I'm glad that, I mean, I'm glad that I can, but I don't think it's going to be easy all the time, and, that's really what you gotta see in your own eyes. And you gotta let yourself down for that. I think letting yourself down for anything in life, no matter if you're an adult, adults make mistakes too. They're still doing things that are wrong. Still, I think, you're gonna have to say, well, if I make mistakes, I have to move on and say, that's gonna be me. That's gonna be us all that makes mistakes. We're gonna learn from them, and, not let it get us down, not let us, keep doing them, basically. So yeah, I hope I really am able to, do all this, and I think I can. I think I really can. I know I really can, and at times it's gonna seem like I can't. That's hard for me when it seems like I can't, and if I can't, then I maybe have to admit it. But I think, you know, an adult wouldn't just say that they've had nothing to stop them, because nothing can stop you. It's all really letting yourself be strong. I mean, I think if I'm strong, then that's really going to help me towards everything. And yeah, I don't want to keep saying that I am strong, even though sometimes I may not be acting strong, but I still am strong even when I'm, you know, having a hard time or being really difficult to people, making people like really wonder about me and worried about me and just about what I'm doing in my life. Just what I'm doing in life and being an adult, living on my own here. You know, that's going to be a time where you're going to say, well, I'm not strong. But you are strong, and you have to realize that you have to be strong. Because you are. You are. And, you know, you'll get through it. You will. When you're strong, I mean, that's something that you can get through anything with. And yeah, I think I am. I think sometimes I let myself not be strong, and, you know, letting yourself not be strong can really destruct you in the long run. And you have to realize that life goes on as you want it to. I mean, it's not always going to be easy, but, you know, in the end, it has to work out, you know, based on what you've gotten yourself into. You've gotten yourself into something that was really bad, that was really dangerous, you know, can get yourself back on the right track. It's all about really coming to close terms with yourself as, you know, this life is adult. I mean, I think that's a maturity that we all have to face. Yeah, so I think one day I'll really realize all this that I'll have to do. Realize it now, but I'll realize more that I have to do, a lot more that's going to be, you know, what I haven't done before. So yeah, and I talked to my dad today, and yesterday. I know him so much that I've known how especially recently, since I moved out into a house without a parent, you know, I realized how much he loves me and wants the best for me, and how much he's got my back. You know, he's got everything that I need for support, for love, for emotional caring, you know, suggestions, advice, wisdom. And he's got, you know, some flaws that, you know, are going to be not helpful to me. At the same time, I think he's just my dad that loves me no matter what. And I mean, I've enjoyed just, you know, talking to him lately, and I think I just understood more that he's there for me, you know, every day. And I've noticed, like, when I was a little kid, when I was even years ago, 18, this age, which I think may have been when I didn't understand what he was doing to protect me, to tell me what to do, to tell me that that's not right for me, this is not good, you can't do that for yourself, that's not good for you to do. I mean, whatever he's telling me not to do, I think he's just trying to help me. And at the time, if he told me not to, you know, spend a lot of money, I'd be like, well, come on, stop telling me that. I know that. Well, I think that he's telling it you for your own good. Because now if I spend a lot of money, what am I going to do if I spend all my X amount of dollars and it's all gone? Yes, I'm going to have to get a job, and that job's not going to be easy. I'm going to have to work and work and make the money, use the money that I work for to spend on my stuff. That's not easy. But that's really what I'm going to have to do, especially as, you know, I think I listened to my dad when he's told me many times, the last few weeks that I've been here living on my own or without parents, that, I've noticed he understands me and who I am, and, the individual that he's known for all these years. He loved me as a little kid. He loved me as a kid. And he loves me now too. He always will. He supports that, I'm always gonna have to learn about myself and learn about everything and, really make changes and take steps towards more and more that's, not so easy and not so fun. And I think that'll be, I think he's really told me a lot that's coming to terms with me now, coming close to me now, and coming to my heart, deep inside. So, I can trust him so much now that I can't even describe how much I trust him now and how much I can remember that he's there to be, I think, one of the most best supports that I have for now, because he has everything that he needs for me. I don't think that he's always gonna, give me what I want at the moment or what I really need, because he's not perfect, but he's trying and he's there to be my dad and love me. And he always will. That never changes. How much a dad loves you and a mom loves you. Your parents love you no matter what. I have to realize that right now. So yeah, so he's told me a lot of things that were, hard to hear, a little bit hard to hear at the same time as I can do it, and I have to realize what I'm going to do to get there, to get to this stage in life, to get to other stages in life that are going to be where I don't think I have known before. I don't think I've known stages in life where you've taken care of kids, where I've taken care of kids, where I've taught people in a class. I'm not planning to do that, but say if I was a teacher, I'm teaching other kids and, being responsible for them, in class, or being responsible for others, at work, as a doctor, as any professional. I'm not going to be ready for that. That's not what I'm used to, but it's definitely, I think it's definitely life. I'm not used to it. I'm not going to call it, what I've been doing as a kid, as my little self. I'm going to call it definitely, growing up into some big change, something that I'm not ready for right away, but I have to get ready for. And, I have to be prepared for it. I can't say it's all easy, but I can say definitely that that I'm going for it every day. every day that's what my goal is, and I know inside I'm gonna be fine one day. And I'm fine now. I think about what I know I need to do. I don't know everything now, but I know that it's gonna be just a turnaround from my 17-year-old. Goodbye, little kid. It was fun, yes, but I think a kid is not always a kid. You're not always a kid in your life, you know. You're gonna turn 18 one day, you know. You are. Does that mean you're gonna feel 18 all the time? An adult all the time, you know. You have to if you want freedom in life. You want freedom to do what you really want. So yeah. And I know that I've, talked to my dad many times that I thought, well, he's really, really got my back. And I just can't thank him enough right now. I think he's just touched me a lot. And since the day I came here to live, without him, without my mom, he's come here and said, I support you. And I know what you're doing is a decision to be an adult. I saw what he really was, that he really was a dad that loved me. And I've always seen that, but I saw that then just right close to my heart. Yes, it was awkward standing there, seeing my dad leave me on my own, without him, without my mom. But still, I knew what my dad really was. He said, all these years, one day you'll understand while I'm telling you what to do, while I'm being a dad to you. A dad to you always doesn't sound good. And I think one day is maybe now that I've understood why he's doing this and why he's a dad. Just because you're 18 doesn't mean he's gonna stop being in your life. And neither is your mom. So, yeah, and I'm just glad I'm talking to my dad more and talking to people that I trust. And I'm talking to my mom more. I've talked to her about things that I think she understands about me. She might not understand that I've wanted to go through changes in life. Just now, as a 19-year-old, I think she might have a hard time with it, but she understands that it's going to be my choice and what I'm going to have to, live with and work for. So yeah, I'm not going to just tell her. She can't just tell me how things are going to be, because she knows. She's an adult now too. How turning 18 was. How getting a job was. How going to college was. She knows. And, I'm not going to tell her anything against her, but I'm going to always know that I have my own rights to do what I want. And I have to make right choices, of course, but she's there for me. She's a good mom. And my dad, he's a good dad, and, I'm just thankful right now that parents really understand their child. They do. They do. Trust me, they do. Trust me. And I don't always trust that myself, but trust me, they do. Just as this love that comes from them when you need them. When you need them just to get you out in life, to get you out of the house in this world, this crazy world. It's not been easy. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna get harder, I'll bet. I know it's gonna get harder. I know it is. And that's tough for me to hear. That's tough. I'm sorry, but it's tough. It's tough for you to hear as an adult once you realize that. No, it's not gonna be easy. That's gonna be really what you're gonna face, and I think that's really, I don't think that's easy. I think it's what you're gonna learn about more and more as each day goes by. And you take it a day at a time, you know, you learn to move forward and not take steps back. You have a hard time walking backwards, like physically. I don't walk backwards physically. I mean, easily. I guess I do sometimes. I'd rather walk forward. And I think that's what you'd rather do in your life. And as an adult, especially. So yeah, all that's just true for me. So, well, thank you for listening. And, if you have any questions, I have a Facebook. I think you might know me. My name's Christina. I won't give my full name to people who've seen this video. That don't know me too well, but if you do, then you got my name. And probably my last name, if you know it. But, I hope you'll one day try to connect with me about, things that have gone on and how I can help you through what I'm going through now, what I've gone through to, get past everything. And I've gotten past a lot of things, and trust me, I'll try my best to help you, even though I'm not perfect in any way and I'm not there yet where I'm developed as someone that knows everything. Nobody knows everything and knows what they're supposed to do, but still, I'm here for you, and I will keep this process going. So, just contact me in any way. My phone number, if you know me, you'll have my phone number. You'll see me in person, and I'll give you my phone number. You'll see me in person, and, I can give you my email. You can look for me on Twitter. All that cool stuff. I'm here for you. I'm really here for you. I love to help people. It's hard too when you're struggling yourself inside, but I love to help people, and I would love to help you. So thanks, and, talk to me anytime. And I hope you're gonna, hang in there. I know I'm gonna have to hang in there, and, that's what we're all gonna do. So, please feel free to give me any contact. And, just thanks for watching this. Alright. Goodbye.